You are live.
I am?
Yes. I don't think I shared our link yet, so let me go to my YouTube channel.
You're not already on there?
No.
Jeez. Get good.
Get good, scrub.
Get good, scrub.
Get good, scrub. What my friend at work, every time when we worked together, every time I just started my live, bub. You cannot need to go potty already.
He knows. He knows.
Clearly.
No.
There's the link. Perfect. But every time I'd be like, hey, how do you feel about this person? When I would be doing like reviews or whatever, be like, how do you feel about this person? Do you have anything you want to say? And he's like, yeah, get good, scrub.
That's funny. It's so nice being in a house with central cooling.
I bet.
It is so nice. Yeah, because it's like anytime I visit my parents, I'm like, oh, I hate this. It's the worst. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I grew up in a house without central air, but we lived on a lake, so that was really nice. So all we had to do was just open up all the windows, and then the breeze coming off of the lake would cool off the house pretty well.
Ooh, if only
we live in Minnesota and live on a lake. So, but yeah, you've been there for like a while now.
2 months.
I miss it.
Yeah, because it was what, June, like mid-June, near the end of June, whatever it was.
Yeah,
a time.
I don't know, man. I miss Van Gogh.
Well, I meant to go visit my parents, and I just haven't done it yet. So when I do, I may bring Van Gogh. I'm sad. I can't even put together Lego in my state because it's gripping and stuff, and I'm limited to like 2 hours a day of gripping and pushing and pulling stuff and whatnot. So it's like,
yeah, I was worried about my workout this morning because I've got a tennis elbow issue right now. So I was worried about working out this morning, but I woke up fine. So I'm thinking, yeah, I get tennis elbow stuff every once in a while because, martial artist and I move my elbows a lot. So.
Chop, chop. Hiya.
Hi.
It was so funny. I was rude. I was about to tell a story and you interrupted me. How dare you? How dare you?
Just tell your
story. I want to tell my story. Well, maybe now I don't wanna.
You want to tell your story?
I do want to tell my story. I was in the back kitchen area, and we do like pick up and delivery orders for like the concessions and stuff. So they were busy in the front, so I was doing like one of the little orders. So I'm over there, fluffing out the bag to put stuff in, and I'm just like da 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 da. I was singing some sort of song. I don't remember what I was singing. And then the door opens, and one of the employees walks in. They're like, "Ah, yeah." I'm like, "Well, no, I've been hacked." It was funny.
So I filmed a TikTok earlier, and I haven't put it up yet because I feel like I need to re-film part of it because the stupid inverted filter thing reset back to like not inverted, and so because it has writing on it, now I'm like, and besides, and also my fridge just randomly jumps from one side of the screen to the other.
Maybe we just want to cause a little chaos.
It's fine. I think I'll probably post it because I'm too lazy to put that back. It's the stuff that I bought from Torrid when I was toasty. And I was like,
That's funny.
try on haul of the
That's
things I don't
funny.
remember buying. I vaguely remember buying them.
I still think that's funny. You're just casually buying stuff.
It's
That's
so
always
funny.
fun though, because like it's been a long time since I've ordered something and it takes a while to get there, and I'm like, oh, what's this thing?
It's like Christmas morning.
It's like Christmas morning. I
Which
do
is
miss
funny because
that,
we
but
don't
I
open
also
presents on Christmas morning. We open presents on Christmas Eve because that's how most European cultures work, and we have
Mhm.
Norwegian culture. And so we celebrate Christmas Eve.
It's funny.
But I still understand. It's like Christmas morning, and in my brain, I'm like, what, Santa?
Ho
That's the only
ho
present I
ho!
would get
Merry
in the morning.
Christmas.
That was the only present I would get in the morning was my Santa presents.
Hey, those are fun, right?
I still get stocking stuffers right away in the morning, but they're not wrapped or anything.
Yeah, most of ours weren't. It was just, stuff in the stocking.
Yeah, my parents don't really put actual stockings up. I do. I put actual stockings up. So it'll be fun to actually put them up on the fireplace this year when I move upstairs.
Mom has like these little not magnet things. They're like little metal things with hooks on them. So she'll put the stockings on there, but when they fill it, they don't put it up there because obviously it's gonna tip the
Yeah.
thing over. But yeah, so she
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah, I've got stockings for me, Apollo, and Nova. I also have one for Cosmo, but you know, Cosmo doesn't need one anymore.
I mean, you could still put it out. Ghost Cosmo needs a present. Oh,
Oh, and he's still here. Every once in a while, it's really weird. I'll still feel my bed move like I did when he would lay down at the like edge of it. And then like at night when I'm laying down, I'm sure it's just my brain, right? As I'm like falling asleep.
hmm
And then sometimes when I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I'll see him laying right here. And again, I'm sure it's just my brain being half asleep. But it's been nearly 3 years since he died.
yeah. Well, I mean, some stuff just sticks with you
I
for a
suppose.
while. So
I mean, he was with me for 13 and a half years. So,
it's like
and
trying to break
specifically,
a.
he was a year old when we moved here. So,
Mhm.
like, yeah. So, he would be so stressed out right now with all the boxes and shit.
I bet.
He would be so stressed out.
It's
He'd
like,
be
"Mom,
like,
you
"I don't
can
like this. What's happening? I don't like it."
change? No, I forbid it."
You should have seen what he would do when I would pack, like, for a trip. He would, like, go berserk. He did not like that I would leave ever, which is so funny because, like, Apollo, I understand because Apollo, I've always been home
Mhm.
because I primarily office out of the house. I have to go into the office every once in a while,
Yeah.
but, like, I primarily office outside of the house, and so for Apollo, I'm always home. For Cosmo, for a good portion of his life, for the majority of his life, I worked outside of the house. So,
Yeah,
like, I was
so
gone 40 hours, 40 to 60 hours a week,
Mhm.
depending on the situation, for his whole life.
It's different leaving, though.
I suppose because I come home at night at least,
Yeah.
you know? I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Ugh. The Twitters.
Tweet, tweet, tweedledee, tweet,
I was going,
tweedledee,
"Oh, why is
tweedledee,
Morphagon
tweet.
trending?" And then I realized, "Oh, because it's happening
Oh.
right now." One day, maybe I'll go out to Power Morphicon. My goal
Haven't
actually
you?
no, I was going to,
Oh.
but I was going to in 2020, but obviously that didn't happen.
I wonder why.
No, but this year my big travel convention is going to be probably, depending on the situation, probably going to be 90s Con out in Hartford, Connecticut. But I'm gonna make a big trip out of it by like going up to Albany to see Sorry and Brian. Hashtag
Ooh.
I hate Sorry. And then drive out to Hartford, Connecticut for the convention, and then go take in a Broadway show in New York.
Ooh, fun.
And
That'll
then
be a fun
so I'd
trip.
fly into Albany probably, and then fly out of JFK. So I'd just buy two one-way tickets. That is if we don't go to my favorite place, which apparently is a possibility.
Ooh.
It'll have been 5 years.
Dang. Has it been that long?
Yeah. 2020, right before the world shut down, was the last time we went.
Yeah. Jeez. It's
Literally right before the world shut down. Like 2 weeks before Disney World shut their doors.
That is such a weird thing to realize that it was only like, oh yeah, it was like 4 years ago when everybody was still in lockdown. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
What? No. Feels like an eternity and also just yesterday.
Yeah, I got sick at Disney World.
Yeah, I remember. Because you were like, what
And
this?
I brought it back to my office. And everybody got sick. And that was when everybody got to go home.
Hey. They were like, everybody get out. Get out of here. Go home. Don't come back.
I was in the office with the person that was my supervisor at the time back then. We were in the office together, and I was telling her that we were riding down the elevator together because we were leaving together. And so I was like, yeah, so remember this, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you're the one that brought it here? I was like, yeah. She's like, thank you.
That's funny.
She's like, we got to go home. I'm like, I'm not gonna say it was all me that made us go home, but okay.
You were an essential part of it.
I was a cog in the go home wheel.
That's so funny.
Ugh. And I remember I used to keep count of how many weeks I'd been home.
I remember that.
Because I was like, it'd be fun to see how long it takes for like how many weeks I'm be home before we go back to the office. Joke's on me. Let's see. How many weeks has it been since it has been 229 weeks since I was moved home.
Oh my God.
Because I didn't get to go home right away.
Of course not. Of course not.
I had to stay in the office until April.
Oof.
Well, end of March, technically. But yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah, because I can always remember the date because that was the
people. Huh?
I said I always remember the date that we shut down because it was the day that the Animal Crossing game came out. I put so much time into that game.
I was gonna say you were fine being at home.
That's probably my most played game within a few months ever.
My most played game is absolutely The Sims 4.
I was about to say, I know what your most played game is. The Sims 4.
It makes me sad. I haven't actually played it really since the expansion came out.
Oh no.
And that's because I can't get one of my mods to properly work, and I don't like playing the game without that mod.
This is true.
It just makes the game a lot more realistic. Okay, it's not what you think entirely.
It's not fully the reason, but it's part of the reason.
It's definitely one of the reasons. It's not the only reason.
Okay.
It's also not the main reason. It just is one of the few reasons why I like that mod for the game.
One of the 3 reasons?
If anybody does want to do some digging as to like what mod this could possibly be, I will not confirm nor deny.
I wonder what it could be.
Though I do have some custom content. I do still like some of the custom content that's in that pack, but there was a custom content thing to bring back the heart bed from The Sims 1. But now the new expansion pack brought the heart bed back.
Oh, cool.
So now I have two. I have a custom content one, and I have the actual Sims created one.
That's always fun though.
Yeah, I love how that was what they took out of we want hot date back. Like the functionality seems fine for the new expansion pack, but like hot date was the one where it was the expansion pack that particular bed came from. And for some reason, that was their selling point. They were like, the heart bed though. We're like, okay. Like, then why is this a full expansion? Tell me.
Like, I feel like Minecraft would be my most played game, but considering how many updates and different saves and whatnot I have, there's no way to track how long I've played the game.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like you can with The Sims, you can track it's tracked how long I've played the game on this computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also played The Sims 4 on other computers over the years. Granted, I've probably played The Sims 4 mostly on this desktop because I didn't play it much on my laptops because my laptops couldn't really handle The Sims 4 very well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. And I've had this desktop now for, oh my gosh, 6 years? Because I got this desktop back in 2018. I've had this desktop for a minute.
Same. It feels like just yesterday I put it together.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna just keep like adding hard drives to this thing.
That's what I need to do. I just need to add another SSD for my games to go on.
Yeah. I may have external hard drives, but I don't put The Sims on external hard drives because apparently it does not run well when you do that. So I'm just going to do more internal hard drives. And like, I've got a friend that can get me really good deals on like refurbished hard drives and stuff.
Nice.
And that's like his passion is techie stuff. So
that's fun.
Unfortunately, he lives in Arizona, so it's not like he can come over and help me install it. But apparently it's easy.
It is easy.
Okay.
Just plug it into a cable, put it somewhere, and you're done.
Okay, I need to be on FaceTime, on some kind of FaceTime with one of you. Because I know I will ruin my computer.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. I think it's funny because somebody once said, it's like, oh yeah, putting together a computer is like putting it together a Lego set. I'm like, yes, but also no.
And you would know, like, you've done both.
I have done both. Although I will say I've put together more Lego sets than I have computers. I've only done 3 of those.
Well, I've done 0. I mean, I've put together Legos. Lego bricks. I'm learning.
You're doing so well.
Why can't you just call them Legos? It's fine. Like, they are Legos. They're little
because
Legos.
It's okay. So it's not because they're like Lego bricks, Lego sets. Lego is the brand.
Yes.
It's not like Hot Wheels. It's like Lego. And then there's like subcategories of the Lego.
Yeah, but the little brick can be called a Lego.
But it's a Lego brick. I don't know. It's really stupid. I don't care as much.
Thing that all of you Lego people are super passionate about.
I don't care as much as I used to. I've mellowed out. I'm like, whatever. People are gonna say it how they say it. Who cares? You understand what they're trying to say. Who cares if they say it wrong?
I would say the last guy I dated was like that. He was like, no, it's Lego bricks. And I was like, calm down. You're
right.
fine.
Like, It's little plastic pieces. You'll survive.
Not the end of the world, friend.
Yes,
I
it is. It must be
call
called
them Legos if I want. It's fine.
Lego bricks, Lego pieces, Lego sets. Never shall you
Lego
put the S
men
in
and
Lego.
women. Lego
They're
people.
called minifigs, Brit. Jeez. Oh no! You forgot to hit your little space bar.
I'll try. I can just press space bar now. I forgot. I'm gonna have so much fun with this, knowing I can do this now.
Gosh.
What happens if you press space bar?
Oh, it asked me to connect to my YouTube account. Wait, what if I don't do this thing? Nothing happens if I do it because I am not the one all be all
of this stream.
I am not the reigning supreme chancellor of this stream. Oh my gosh. So very related, but there's Lego sets that they came out where it's basically like reimagining the Star Wars universe. Yeah. And there's one that is a hot commodity because they actually made Darth Jar Jar Binks as a minifig. And they had it at Target and I almost bought it.
Why didn't you?
Because it's like $100. Actually,
but
no, I think it's
Darth Jar Jar.
There's Darth Jar Jar, and then there's like a white Darth Vader is so cool.
100% believe that Jar Jar Binks was a Sith Lord.
Right, like he's too stupid to be stupid.
100%, 100% believe in it.
Oh, what's this?
All right.
Lego flower pot gift was purchased. I should not have logged off to the Lego website. Goodbye, everybody.
Instead of that, let's go ahead and start.
We don't start.
It's after 20 minutes. We need to start now.
It's time to start. Is it still on back order on here?
Probably. I'm still very sad you missed out on, what was it that you missed out on? Wasn't it a Loungefly something?
Yeah, so there were multiple things.
The Voltron Loungefly. Mm-hmm. That's what it was.
I probably would have never used it, but it would have been so cool to have.
But just as decor, like I don't plan on using many of my Loungeflies. I mean, I do, like, some of them I'll plan on like taking to the parks or whatever. But like for the most part, I don't plan on using my Loungeflies that often. Just part of outfits because I'm going to start Disney bounding and stuff. And so like they're more or less just for decor.
Right.
But anyway. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. 20 minutes in and we finally start. That's just how that works on this wonderful live stream of ours. 20 minutes of nonsense. And then we finally introduce ourselves. So hello, everyone. My name is Britt. I am a contemporary romance author, as you can see. I go by she, her pronouns, and I have one book published thus far. I have it right here. The only thing that is not packed up right now at my desk. Pretty much everything else is. But this is Deepwater. This is my debut novel that I published back in November. So it's been almost a year. And I'm working on another one right now, another contemporary romance novel. And under a different name, I will write sci-fi, young adult sci-fi. And I've talked about this many times, but the reason I want to write under a different name for that is to ensure that parents will know what is safe for their children to read and what is not safe for their children to read. So if it's under my real name, children should not read it. If it is under my pseudonym, which I have not publicly announced yet, it will be safe for all ages to read. Might be a little uncomfortable or scary for super young audiences since it'll be this young adult sci-fis will be based, around older teens, but safe for all ages regardless. Maybe a couple swear words here and there, but nothing too crazy. Certainly not the things that show up in my romance novels. That's for sure. But yeah, that is, and I was gonna say, just as you start drinking from your I'm so spicy mug. Yeah. Which I'm still sad that I know it's available online. I just haven't purchased it yet. But anyway.
How dare you?
I know. But yeah, that's me. I have a dog who I tend to yell at during these streams when he is not contained, and he is not contained, but he does have a bully stick, so you know, hopefully that keeps him distracted for a bit.
Hopefully.
And I'm also moving, so if you see boxes behind me, that's why. And who are you? I don't
Who
know.
am I?
We've never met before. Not a day in our lives.
Not a day in our lives. Not,
Day in our lives.
online or in person. None of those things. You were just like, you random person online, join me. And I was like,
I just sent a random link to this person. I was like, hey, do you want to do a live stream? And they were like, yeah.
I'm down. I can't do anything else right now. Sure, let's go for it. Why not? Hi, everybody. I'm Kay. I do space opera fantasy horror books. That is in the works currently.
That's a niche.
It is a niche.
That's
Although
a niche.
apparently it's a very like niche thing, but it's not surprising. Like they go very well together. So
yeah, no, I think that sounds really great
interesting.
together. But I'm just saying, like, that's just like boom, boom, boom. That's a niche.
we have a subgenre for our subgenre for our subgenre. But yeah, I don't have anything published yet, unlike this one over here, but it is in the works. I've also got a more space opera comedy book series in the works.
Question mark, because we may or may not have come up with a new concept.
We may or may not have come up with an addition to the hardcore parkour book. So
I don't remember what it is now. What was the second one? I don't remember.
Oh, it's about this. Oh, I didn't come up with a title for it yet. I was trying to think of something that would like go with it, but it's like
no,
there's nothing.
Something though that we came up with.
Did we?
Yes. That's where I was like, it needs to become a series now.
Oh, I think I jokingly said something like, I don't remember. But anyway,
it's our group chat.
It is in our group chat. Good luck finding it.
I'll search. You can search.
Oh, I might have saved it in my Word document. But anyway, it's basically a fun little. The first book is a fun little twist of like Space Olympics, I guess you could call it, where it's like parkour is the main feature, but it involves mecha. So,
oh, I do remember what it is.
What was it?
The rock band.
Oh, thing. Yeah.
It was that rock band poster that you shared. It's like a sci-fi movie.
And then that just spiraled it.
Yeah, and that was like, but rock bands are hardcore. Oh my god.
I really want to like come up with, because it's hardcore parkour, so it needs to be like hardcore something like a 2-syllable.
And you need to call it the hardcore series.
Yes. And it's gonna have like heavy metal for the word hardcore, like that kind of heavy metal, like barely readable
kind of looking thing.
Yeah. Be like hardcore parkour.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's my fun project, because the novella space opera fantasy horror series is very like dark, so it's nice to have a little balance,
Yeah. So, it'll be fun to have you release those. I think that'll be good. That'll be really good.
Right.
Oh my god, my dog. Keep talking. I'm gonna let my dog go outside.
Ooh, I'm in charge again. I'm in charge. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Hopefully well. But yeah, so I am more of a space. So I know like there's a bunch of like different genres of the science fiction thing, and the space opera one is the one that I enjoy more, because I don't like the sciencey part of science fiction. I like more space adventure stuff. So that's what the series will be like.
And I like the science part of science fiction.
We'll have fun with that. I got a notification. Log in. I don't know my login. What the heck?
For what?
There's an update to my doctor's appointment from this morning.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you don't have to share that on the stream. It's fine.
I mean, I've shared it like on my Discord and stuff. I like hurt my hand because I sucker punched a handrail.
I've sucker punched people.
Well, apparently, if I sucker punch a handrail, it doesn't go well for me. Everybody was so nice because I didn't go to like the hospital or anything. I went to like one of those care now sort of places because there's like a bazillion around here. So I went to one of those and they were all so nice. They were all so nice because I goofed up. I didn't label it as a work injury because I'm like, well, it was just me being like an idiot.
Did you label it as work injury so you could get workman's comp?
Yeah, because like when I explained
Okay.
like what happened, they were like, and I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
Like, yeah, you need to be able to get workman's comp for that. You hurt yourself at work.
This is true. So yeah. So I gave the paper to Boss Man. Well, I left it on Boss Man's desk so he could deal with that.
Boss
Yeah, so.
Man.
Boss Man.
Who's becoming a TikTok star now.
That was hilarious. It's so funny. The staff are starting to like understand now that he's on TikTok for the thing. And it's so funny. They're like, oh, he's on TikTok. I'm like, yep. One of the other managers did a video with a TikToker, but that hasn't been posted yet. And I'm very disappointed because they did the like enjoy your movie. Oh, you too. Me too. And so they did the little thing where they both enjoyed their movie or whatever, or they both enjoyed their shift or whatever. And I'm like, I want to see that. Dang it. So, yeah. Like, boo.
Well, there you go. All right. So, goals for last month. Okay, your goal was to finish chapter 2 of book 0, volume 1, and keep working on hardcore parkour.
I partially did those things. In my defense, I did hurt my hand, so writing hurts right now. I did start doing chapter 2, and it was, I don't know, I guess I wasn't in the mindset for it. So I'm like, okay, I need to step back from this for a sec. And then I was like, oh, I'll do it, this week. And it's like, oh, nope. But I did do research on parkour, and there is a lot to parkour than you would think.
Yeah, no, my nephew is into parkour. He's not good at it, but he's
it's subjective.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I mean is like he thinks parkour is jumping on and off of things, which is essentially what it is.
It kind of is, yeah, but it's like styling it. It's
right. So he doesn't have any style, but he is also a kid. So yeah. But he's obsessed with it. So I have had a whole history lesson on parkour. Because my nephew gets hyper fixated on things. And this is his hyper fixation. Chances are good next time I see him, he'll have a different hyper fixation, but he gets hyper fixated, and one of his hyper fixations right now is not hardcore parkour, but he will probably read it. Is parkour.
It's funny.
He's very hardcore about his parkour.
Everybody's hardcore about their parkour and hardcore parkour.
But yeah, he was trying to explain to my mom what parkour was, and she wasn't understanding. So I was like, no, it's a style. It's like watching a trick skateboarder, but without a skateboard. Yep. And he's like, that sounds amazing.
I was watching the video because there's like different styles. Like there's certain, I forget what they are now because this was like a week or so ago when I was watching the video.
Yeah.
But the dude was like explaining the different styles of each one and like what they like base their stuff around. And then I was curious. So I watched his like beginner video and I'm like, this is very interesting. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's really cool looking and I love watching parkour. I would sit down and watch like a parkour championship. Absolutely. Just like I'd sit down and watch like a skateboarding championship. Like that sounds fun.
They're so fun to watch. Like,
yeah. I love there was one time when I went to a Vikings game and the halftime show was BMX. And so that was really fun to watch.
Cool.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch. just watching them do jumps and stuff, like, and doing tricks on their bikes. I'm like, because I wanted to do
BMX
that.
is
That
cool.
was one of my things when I was a kid, was I got into watching that. And so I thought I could do the same thing with my regular street bike. I got lots and lots of bruises and cuts and things when I was a kid. I have a whole, like, scar on my knee from when I gouged out a good portion of the skin on my knee.
Oof.
And, of course, I never told my parents about it. So, hi, mom and dad, if you're watching this live stream. My mom was sitting upstairs watching our live stream. What?
Hi!
What
You
are you
just hear a what?
demonstrating? What are you
mean?
talking about? No, and so, I had a biking accident when I was a kid. I was, like, probably 11 or 12, and I fell, and I took a good chunk out of my knee.
Ouch.
And so we got back to the house, but I didn't wanna tell my parents because we were further away from the house than we were supposed to be. And for some reason, I didn't wanna lie about where we were, so instead, I didn't tell them about a pretty bad injury that I had gotten that could have gotten severely infected.
Right? Like, ooh.
Like, I mean, as a 30-something now, I'd been like, "What is wrong with you?" If my nephew would be like, "Don't tell mom or dad," I'd be like, "No, I'm absolutely telling your parents."
Right? Like, this could get worse. Like, no, we're tattling.
God, I think back to that now and I'm like, "What did I do?" Like, that I mean, I understand 'cause, like, I was a kid,
Mhm.
but, like, at the same time, like, now as somebody in my 30s, I'm like, "Oh, that could have been bad." Like, I didn't think about infection back
Right?
then. All I did was
Yeah.
I cleaned it out and I put a couple Band-Aids on it. Like, that's all I did.
At least you cleaned it out.
Yeah, I probably did put some of the ointment on it just because that's just the steps you take when you put a Band-Aid on, is you put the ointment
Yeah, it's
on
like,
it.
this is what you do.
Right, but I have a scar on my knee now because of it, and my mom's noticed it before, she's like, "Where'd that scar come from?" I'm like, "Oh, I've had that forever." And even to
You're
this day
not wrong.
yeah, right. Even to this day, I feel weird about telling them about it, but now it's more on the principle of it. Now it's just, this is just going to come with me to my grave at this point,
Unless they watch this.
unless I watch this.
What do you mean you did? It'd be funny.
I could have ruined my whole life, man, from one accident on my bike. Just silly, just
It
silly.
danger bike.
What's even funnier is my dad came home after I had done that. I was so concerned that, like, my knee was just gonna have a hole in it, that I go, "Dad, have you ever had a gouge in your, like, knee before?" He goes, "Yeah, why?" And I said, "I'm just curious," and I just walked away from it.
That's funny.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's that's how it works, man. That's how it
That's funny.
works.
That's funny.
My dog wants in.
Of course he does. Hello, I am the reigning supreme commander of this stream again. And I have no words. I have no words right now. I'm trying to think of like things. I need to make sure that I wrote down the notes for hardcore, parkour, concerto, or whatever we're calling it. I don't even remember what the temporary name is. Did I write it down? I'm looking to see if I wrote it down.
Temporary name for your other one? Your other hardcore.
Hardcore Symphonia.
I don't know, I liked concerto.
Right? Okay, where did I? Mm, I did
Hardcore
not make notes.
concerto. I like it.
Hardcore concerto. I did not make notes. Oopsie. We'll add note. Text notes. Hardcore concierto. I mean, that's like the working name. It's definitely
I
not going to
like
be
it
the
though. I like concerto.
I just kind of want it to end in like or like hardcore, parkour. But it's like what would end in or that would be like rock music related?
Huh. That's a good question.
Synonyms. Why is no, that's not some weird synonyms in this list.
Did you just look for synonyms of hardcore? Because there are some.
No.
I was gonna say, Kay,
No.
you do know what hardcore is also in reference
I'm very aware.
to, right?
I've been on the internet.
Have you? Since when?
No. How are we talking?
Through telephones.
Oh, okay. These are weird
dial up.
telephones.
Everyone still uses dial up, right?
Our childhood.
I played that sound for my niece, for my youngest niece, who has absolutely never used dial up a day in her life. I don't think Kinsey and Eden have either. I have no problem saying their names because they're adults now, but hey, no. Let's not play with the blanket. Thank you. Okay. But Kinsey and Eden are adults now, so I don't have a problem saying their names. But anyway, my younger niece, I played that sound for her one time, and she was like, "What is that?" And my mom goes, "That's the sound we used to hear when we would get on the internet." And my niece goes, "That's what the sound used to be when you get on Wi-Fi." We were like, "Sweetheart, Wi-Fi didn't exist back then." And she was very confused. Very confused. Anyway, sorry, you were gonna say what?
No, I'm looking at synonyms for rock band, and some of these are silly because it's like Aerosmith, Foo Fighters. It's like no, those are band names.
Bands.
That's not a synonym. And then I'm scrolling down. I'm like, hardcore guitaro. And then under that is like Guitar Hero. I'm like, that's funny.
Hardcore parkour, hardcore guitar. I mean, you could use guitar. I mean, it's not the same. It's not quite the same sound.
It's not quite the same, so I don't know if I want to use it. So this is going to take a lot of brainstorming.
I just like the word concerto.
Name concerto is very good.
Yeah. But I understand you wanting to use an or.
Like, it doesn't have to be, but I think it'd be fun if I could do it, you know?
And I understand the desire to. I don't know, man. I'll have to do some digging. If anybody out there in the ether knows more about rock music than the two of us, which is really weird because you're actually a very musically inclined person. Not that I'm not, but like I never lived in the music world, so like, you know what I mean? Like my experience with living in music world is musical theater, which I don't think works. I mean, there are definitely rock shows like Rent is a rock opera, but like, you know what I mean? I don't quite live in that realm. Like that's never been a realm I've known much about.
Yeah.
Aside from enjoying music. So as far as my goal was to write every day as long as it isn't awful and finish the first draft of the unknown book title book, if possible. I did not finish the first draft, but I am nearly done. So I have 2 more major plot points plus the epilogue, but 2 major plot points that I want to hit, and I'm in I'm in one of them right now. I'm just starting one of them. One of the last major plot points. And then I get to do the last one. What? What's that face?
The word lore just popped in my head, which is hilarious because
well, I
YouTube
thought about
stuff,
the word
but...
lore. I thought about the word lore too, but I wasn't sure how you'd be able to fit that in.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm writing it down just because, but
Yeah, like I thought about the word lore.
because it's like it
But
needs like a short word in front of it.
guitar lore or drums lore, or you know what I mean? You do the instrument, or you could make the band's name lore.
We're making that as a note just so I have that as
Like
an
hardcore
idea.
band lore. Oh, hardcore band lore.
Doesn't quite flow, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. Anyway,
We're getting there.
so I've just got 2 major plot points left to write plus the epilogue. So I'm guessing the book will be about 60,000 words because I'm just under 50 right now. So I'm guessing the book will be about 60,000 words, right around there. But I also want to go back to Act 1 because there's stuff that I didn't put up there because I just wasn't ready to write that, because I think I needed to get to know these characters a bit better before I could actually write this piece. So then when I'm done with the last 2 plot points in the epilogue, I'll go back and just read the first few chapters again and throw in what I feel like needs to be put in there.
Yeah.
So I gotta think it'll be done by next stream. It's gotta be, because I've gotten to a point now where I'm in a really good, like I'm really enjoying writing it.
That's
you
good.
know, I wrote 2,000 words the other night. Almost 2,000 words
Yay!
the other night. Almost. Like
Yay!
1,800 something.
Close enough.
And I didn't write last night because I just wasn't feeling it. I had a little too much wine, but it was also getting really late. And I wanted to watch the speeches from the DNC, or at least some of the speeches from the DNC. So I already watched Walls's because like he's my governor. So like I'm gonna watch any speech he gives, but as soon as I can. But like I watched last night, I watched Oprah's speech, I watched Michelle Obama's speech, I watched Kamala's speech. I still haven't watched Obama's speech. I need to watch his speech. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, so I just decided to drink my tea while Kamala spilled some tea. You know?
Sorry, my brain is like...
Yeah, I could see the ellipses just do.
Oh no, I lost it.
Lost what?
I had a idea pop into my head and it just went poo.
Oh my god. But yeah, so I've been writing almost every single day. Almost every single day. Not every single day, but almost. And actually last weekend I didn't write at all because I lost the charger for my laptop, and so my laptop was dead for the entire weekend.
No.
Could I have sat down at this computer and wrote? Yes, I could have. Did I? No. And mostly because it's open on my laptop, so it would have gotten a lot more complicated to open it on this.
Yeah.
So
sure.
but yeah, so I did not write at all last weekend. I was barely on my computer at all last weekend. So like either one of them.
I've been on it and I've been like doing Minecrafty stuff, which I probably shouldn't have been, but we started a new server and I'm doing like story lore stuff in there and I'm having fun with it. So I am being creative in other ways too. So yeah, because like it's easy to play Minecraft because my hand just sits on the mouse and it doesn't really have to like move too much. So
yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so that's where I'm at with my goal. But like I said, I'm not quite done, but I'm getting close. I'm almost there.
There you go. Getting there.
I just gotta.
We're halfway there.
No, I'm more than halfway there, but I am living on a prayer. So I play that song every single. So my busy time of the year comes up here in October, and so every time I'm halfway through like my busy season, I'll just play that song in the morning just to hype myself up. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa,
Living on a prayer.
by then I am living on a prayer because yikes.
Right.
That makes me cry.
Only imagine.
Oh, what's gonna be nice is it's gonna be not busy. Well, part of it will still be busy, but not. It won't be my problem in November. So not NaNoWriMo should be a lot easier for me this year than it has in previous years working at this job.
That's good.
Yeah. So, but that's one of the other reasons why I want to get this book done is because I want to spend some time planning NaNoWriMo because I'm going to write a sci-fi. And I have learned that I cannot discovery write or pants a sci-fi. You have to plan that shit out.
You do, yeah. Like I will say I plan like the basics and then having written like the bits and bobs that because I don't write it chronologically half the time. I just skip around and stuff.
But yeah, I jump around. I jumped around in this book.
It's like you kind of discover new things and it's like, oh well, I gotta, add this to the lore. So
yeah.
I just came up with a title. I don't know if it'll go with the rock band one, but it's Hardcore No More.
That could be the final book in the series. Hardcore No More.
Hardcore No More.
There you go.
It works. See, now it has to follow the thing.
Now you gotta do the or. Yeah, gotta do that.
Dang it.
How that works. Yeah.
It's fine. I'll figure it out. It's funny.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to get done here with this damn book in the next couple weeks and then just let that sit until December. Yeah. Or even later because I don't want to just write 50,000 words. I want to finish this sci-fi as well. And then, kind of jump between the two. So then when my sci-fi is resting, I'm editing this book. And then when this book is editing, I'm editing the sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully I can have them both released in 2025.
Hopefully.
Of course.
That would be nice.
High school me would be real disappointed that the first book I release as my young adult sci-fi is not the Sequel Chronicles. That is an funny. Everest of a book series for me. I'm in a really good place with that one too. I just haven't gone back to it because then I decided I wanted to write it from all the main characters' perspectives, and instead of just one of them. Yeah. And so then now I'm like, now I have to go back and put in the perspectives of all of the other characters throughout the course of the first 50,000 words.
Yay.
That just sounds like a lot. Okay.
It does sound like a lot. And I don't envy you one bit. One bit. No envy here. Nope.
So, there you go. But yeah, that's we'll see how that goes. But this one in particular, again, this one's probably gonna be told from multiple perspectives. And I'm trying to figure out how many characters I want.
Yeah.
And I still need to figure out like how. I actually used my chat GPT to give me some ideas, and I do like some of the ideas it gave me. Like, because which story I'm talking about, which sci-fi story I'm talking about, right?
I think so, yeah.
On either the ship or the space station. And it's just all the adults. Do you remember when I told that story? I don't want to say too much on the stream.
Nope, I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, well, something happens to a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't figured out, do I want them to die? Do I want them to be kidnapped? Do I want them to be sick? Do I want them to be made unconscious? What? So I gave the parameters. I was like, this is the story I want to write. What happens to this group of people? And ChatGPT gave me like 5 or 6 different options. And I was like, Some of these are really good, but I need to figure out how
Okay.
dark I want to make it.
Yeah.
Because some of that's like, it gets some of it was real dark, and I was like, how dark do I want this to actually be though?
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I'm gonna spend the rest of September and all of October is world building that, figuring out the characters, figuring out what the characters look like, figuring out what happens to put them in the situation that they're in.
Yep.
So that way I know what I'm freaking doing with this damn book, unlike the Sakol Chronicles.
This is fine.
That's how I feel about that damn series.
This is fine. Me with this series every day.
I am so excited for the Sakol Chronicles, but like it is an Everest because it's going to be 3 books, if maybe 4. But the 4th one will be a prequel, and it'll be basically more like a regular size novel, if not like a novella,
Okay.
because it's just going to tell the story of like how we got to where we get to in the first book, essentially. And so I'm basically going to Narnia it. You know how C.S. Lewis wrote, some of the Narnia books and then wrote The Magician's Nephew.
Yeah.
And so chronologically, The Magician's Nephew comes first, but publishing order, it's like second to last, I think, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to look at the order of the books again. And but that's where it would end up being, is like I would release that one shortly before the final book. So, but it's gonna be a trilogy with a possible prequel.
Ah.
I have to read the prequel to understand the books, but yeah, but they're all gonna be like 100 to 150,000 words. Like it is going to be a journey to get those done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's
But
gonna be so fun.
I know I know like the basis of how it's gonna be like this in each book.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to do it.
That's the fun part that nobody wants to do.
I just have to freaking do it.
Just
Or
do
make
it.
$1 million and hire myself a ghostwriter. That's the thing, is I enjoy the writing part. It's what I'm not looking forward to is having to read it over and over and over and over during the editing process.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah,
I get so sick of my own damn writing by that point. I was so sick of this book by the time I was done with it.
That's funny.
So sick of it. I'm still very proud of it, and I still like it a lot. It's still like my favorite thing I've ever written in my entire life, but man, I got tired of it so fast.
That's funny.
That's a really short chapter. Sorry, got distracted by my own book.
How dare you?
Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, even Walmart.
Wow. Go buy it. Go buy it now.
This live stream is sponsored by my book.
That's funny.
I have sponsored our live stream just now. I sponsored it.
Great job.
I approve the sponsorship. Hey. What are you doing? Stop digging in my bed. Can't I have nice things? Why are you unmaking my bed again?
Bed shouldn't be made. Bed should be unmade. Bah.
You can see the mess he's made on my bed already. Look at that.
I could see a partial mess, yeah.
My blanket is gone.
No blanket for you. That's funny.
He likes kisses. He likes kisses. You like kisses? Thank you. That was nice.
Oh.
I kiss him on the snoot. Gonna rip this up? Go for it. Rip it up. Not on my bed though. Fine.
You didn't specify a place.
There.
It's funny.
Hey, if he's ripping that up, he's not ripping up the blanket. That's all I care about at this point.
There you go.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with all of my stuff. I'm looking forward to NaNoWriMo this year because again, I'm jumping back. This is the third year in a row that I'm going to be writing something that's not a contemporary romance.
Ooh.
Because I rewrote the first book of the Sequel Chronicles, The Man from the Stars, in 2022. And then 2023 is when I took that story that I wrote when I was like 12 and tried to make a real book out of it, which was a struggle.
It's funny.
And then now this year I'm going to be writing another sci-fi. Which, for the record, the story that I wrote was a fantasy. That's going to be the prequel to, and I don't know if I'm ever going to release it, but it at least gives me backstory to the fantasy that I, again, came up with this idea in high school of this fantasy. Like a modern day fantasy. So it's these modern day kids. I'm probably going to set it on a different planet regardless. But these modern day kids that there's this like prophecy. And so they decide to go see if the prophecy is real, and turns out it is. And one of the characters gets possessed by an evil spirit inside of a sword. And so I basically wrote the story of how that evil spirit got on the sword, essentially. That's what I did. Nice. And I liked it. And I liked the way that it worked. But now that I've got it in my head, at least, now I've got this backstory of how I want the rest of that story to go. And I don't know when I'll ever write that one. But fun fact, the first NaNoWriMo I attempted, I was writing that book. The first book of that. Again, I was planning it being a trilogy.
What was the first NaNoWriMo book I did? Now I have to know. NaNoWriMo.
Whatever I wrote is probably long gone in the abyss of one of my computers that died a bajillion years ago.
There's new terms of service and codes of conduct.
In what?
For the NaNoWriMo website.
Oh.
Probably in relation to, the stuff that was going down.
What went down? Did I miss something?
I don't remember the details of it, but yeah, there was stuff going on in the forums that mods were informed about, and nobody did anything about it. So
love that for us. Oh,
I mean, it's finally like a group of people came up and were like, hey, baby. And then they were like,
oh God, they made this effective back in February.
Mm-hmm. Where are my previous projects? There you are. Bibbidi bobbidi boop.
Age specific spaces.
Oh, I forgot.
Beginning early 2024, parts of the NaNoWriMo website will be unavailable for persons under the age of 18. Oh, was that the issue? Was there some like questionable like adult children stuff?
Yeah. I don't remember what this book was about. I just remember this book was interesting.
Yeah, a lot of this is about age. So yeah, that okay. So basically kids were getting into places where adults were saying adult things.
No, it was more the adults were misbehaving from what I remember. It's been a bit. But I remember it's like,
but if children are in the conversation, it is the adults misbehaving if they're talking about adult things.
Mm-hmm. But I think, well, I could be wrong. I could be wrong because this, so much drama has happened since then. But I thought it was like there was essentially a kid, and then there was an adult, and then the adult was talking to the kid.
Okay.
And then finally the kids were like, hey. Stop
talking to children that are not related to you or related to a friend.
Right? Like, stop it. There's no need.
Don't talk to children.
Like your interaction should be hi, and then that's it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
no,
I've certainly made mistakes in my early 20s.
Mhm.
I made some mistakes where that was concerned. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could not imagine. Can you imagine making friends with somebody under the age of 18? I can barely imagine making friends with somebody in their early 20s, like Kinsey and Eden's age.
Right? Like, it's
I
just
couldn't imagine making I mean, I'm friends with their friends to an extent. Like, I know their friends.
Mhm. But it's like, I don't, because, like, where I work, I'm like
Hang
the
out with
boss
their
of
friends.
high schoolers, and it's like, it just feels weird whenever, it's like, no, they are my employees.
Right.
That's it. Like,
Yeah.
we'll make chatter. I'll make jokes. They'll make
Yeah.
jokes. Like, that's it.
Yeah. I
Like,
remember so, like, my friend Kelly, her spouse is, 10 years younger than me, and so we met when, Kelly's spouse was, like, very early 20s because I was, like, early 30s.
mhm.
And, like, I struggled making friends with them because,
Yeah,
like,
it's just difference of like,
we had such different experiences in life,
mhm,
and granted, it's not like they were not, like, a mature person, like, they absolutely were. They're definitely more mature now that they're nearly 30, but, like, at the same
mhm.
time, like, we didn't have similarities enough to really get to know each other very well, and so it took a lot longer for me to, like, warm up to this person because I'm like, "You're still just like a kid, though."
Right? It's like, I don't know. It's just
And somebody in their early 20s like, "I'm not a kid." I'm like, "Yes, you are. Your brain isn't even fully developed until 25. Just
you can't
take a
rent
tea
a
spot and
car
go to bed."
until you're 25.
I think that's so funny. Like, becoming an adult in the United States takes literal years. Takes nearly 10 years if you think about it, because you turn 18 and you're considered a legal adult, but
Mhm.
but the only things you can do is smoke, go to war, and get married. That's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
that's it. That's it.
Then 21, you get to start drinking, and in pretty much in all states where it's legal, you can start doing pot at 21. Which, to be fair, I think it should be 25 because you should have your brain fully developed, because there are long-term effects if
Yeah.
your brain isn't fully developed. There are no long-term effects if your brain is not. And then, or if your brain is fully developed, there are no long-term effects. Or at least studies have shown there are no long-term effects. That could still change because studies change, science changes all the time.
Mhm.
What we know about science changes all the time. And then 25 is when your brain stops developing, and now you can finally rent a car. So after all of the smoking, booze, and pot, now you can get behind the wheel of a vehicle that
A
isn't
rented vehicle.
that isn't yours. I
It's
just
so
think it's
wild.
I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. Anyway, I'm so mad that the only badge I didn't get last year for NaNoWriMo was the achieve daily par every day.
Ah-ha.
It's the only badge I didn't get.
I didn't get all the badges. Wait, I got some badges.
Yeah, because I got update your writing process, obviously. First day update more than once per day or once in a day. Start a streak, update word count 3 days in a row, 7 days in a row, 14 days in a row, 21 days in a row, update progress every day. I got that one this last year. And then, of course, the word counts, the 1,667, 5K, 10K, 25K, 40K, and then wrote 50,000 words in November.
It's interesting because I got the update progress every day, but I didn't meet the goal of 50,000. So I don't know how that works.
Did you hit 50,000 words though? Because
No.
the update every single day just means you update your word count. Doesn't mean you updated your word count of the 1,667 every single
I
day.
did just a little bit under 11,000 words for last year's NaNoWriMo because I got stuck. It was that fantasy book where I started it and I was like, this is wrong. And so I like completely changed it, and then I just didn't.
Untitled epic fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at yours right now.
Okay, I was like, that's what I called it. How did you know?
22%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. And the one before that, nada.
I
The
screwed
one
up
before
at
that.
some point. So like at some point, I messed up my NaNoWriMo. So if you actually look at my projects, you won't see all of them. You'll see Deepwater in here,
Oh
and you'll see The Man from the Stars. But there's one that's missing. And then the one right before that, I actually used a different NaNoWriMo account, and I don't remember it at
no. I'm
all.
probably
So I
friends
don't
with
know.
it.
You probably are.
I'm probably friends
It's
with the other.
probably back because it was probably back when I was still using AG Acting Girl.
I'm
So I bet
pretty
if
sure
you
this, yeah.
search for AG Acting Girl, you'd probably find it.
I guess I'll add my birthday to prove that I am not a child. I like Lego
How dare
and
you?
Hot
You're not.
Wheels.
You are not a child.
Hey, that box says from 0 to 99.
Man, you better not live past 99, okay? You're gonna be real disappointed.
I'm a rebel.
Just I can imagine you at 100. I can't play with Lego anymore legally. I have to stop now. I don't care. Hand me the Lego. Hand me the Lego bricks, please.
I made it this far. I'm going to play with my Lego.
If there's one thing that I can do is I can play with my Lego at 100, okay?
I want the new Minecraft set. I need the new castle because I missed the last 5.
Okay, Grandma, just go back to bed.
I'm not tired. I had a nap
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's like that meme though. Okay.
Okay, Grandma. Whatever you say.
Sure.
Back in my day, I didn't have Google. We had to look things up in these big books.
Okay, let me see if I can find where can you search just people?
Oh, how are you not in my buddies? You're not in my buddies.
I am.
Oh, maybe.
You're in my buddies.
Well, I mean, like your old one. I
Oh,
assume that's what.
but how do you search for people? Because I want to try and search for my old one. I suppose I could try to log into it. I just don't know what email I use. Hold on.
Ah!
I'm curious. Sign in. Watch me forget what password. Wait, let me look at my password. Okay, that's easy. That's a password I use pretty frequently.
AG Acting Girl does not exist, by the way.
Oh, it doesn't?
Mm-mm. I'm trying to think of like what other account you would have used. Like that would have been.
I would. That's the only handle I ever. Well, it's the only handle I ever did use back then.
Did you? I'm gonna deep dive on your YouTube channel. You did NaNoWriMo updates, right?
Probably not back then. I'm trying to think of what year that would have been. Actually, maybe because that probably would have been 2010, where I was making a new video every single day. But you can't deep dive on that because I've privated most of those videos. But now I'm
ruining.
But
You have to deep dive. You have to deep dive now. We're doing it live.
Those videos back. Yeah, doing it live, bitches. Let's do this. Let's do a deep dive on my YouTube channel. But there's a reason I privated those videos. So let's see content and let's flip it. Boom. So we're looking at because I think it was 2010 because I think I was living here and I moved here in July of 2009. So it could have been 2009, which I really wasn't making. I wasn't actively making YouTube. I was, but I wasn't like making them, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't taking it seriously. It's like, here, I'm still living in my old apartment at this point. Old apartment. Well, that was here, but I don't think I lived here yet. Oh, no, I definitely live here now. Okay. Yeah, I definitely live here now.
This is you looking for your stuff. Where is it? Where is the information?
Because like a lot of my videos back then were very specific to like just topics.
Mhm.
Oh my god, my
Yeah, mine was
karate
the same
vlog
way.
series trailer. I was gonna do a whole karate vlog thing that I never did. Interesting facts, Yomicon, me talking about how I'm a geek. Oh, that's right. When my grandma got me this Chicago Bears t-shirt, and I made a whole video about how like I'm a Vikings fan. I actually really liked that Chicago Bears t-shirt. I had to get rid of it because somebody accidentally poured bleach on it or put it
I
in the
wanted to
wash with bleach.
say it's not showing all my buddies because I know there's more than just 3 people who are my buddies
I
on
wonder if they
NaNoWriMo.
cleaned out a bunch of accounts that have been inactive.
They might have, or they won't show it until you confirm your age. Although you found mine, so that's a no.
Yeah, you were
'Cause
still on mine.
I was still an unaged
What I
person.
would have liked to have known 10 years ago. What the fuck video is that? I need to watch some of
Doesn't
these really old videos of mine.
doesn't Dylan have an account on here?
I thought so. Hold on. I need to be looking specifically in November because that would only make sense, right?
Yes.
So my only videos in November were Yomicon videos in 2009. So that probably would not have had NaNoWriMo stuff. Now I gotta page through all of my 2010 videos. Oh my god, this is gonna take a minute. My random video.
Aw.
Random time. Still one of my favorite videos I've ever made on this channel, which is the only reason it's still public.
It's kind of fun, like, going back to, like, my old, like, first videos because it's like, "Oh, little baby."
Talked about movies. Oh, that's right, because I did like Film Fridays or something like that
Yeah.
back in the day.
Oh, my head hurts. Okay. I
Oh my
stop.
god. I came across a video with 37,000 views on it, and that's the Inuyasha the Final Act. The first one I did.
I don't even remember what my heftiest one is anymore. I used to remember. I
All right.
think
Here we go. November.
the, otaku rooms and videos still get views randomly. Which I think
NaNoWriMo. There is a video called NaNoWriMo back in 2010.
Hey, let's go.
Oh my god. NaNoWriMo profile. I have a link.
Yes!
I have a link.
I knew it. I knew it. Classic YouTuber.
Oops, something went wrong. They trashed that account.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Ah.
It just says NaNoWriMo user 647837 is all it says. So it doesn't have like a username.
Wow.
I'm sure it did, but like
Mhm.
I didn't have like an individual username link. It probably just gave you a number for a link.
Yeah. That is wild.
Damn.
RIP that account.
RIP. Let's have a
RIP.
moment of silence. What is it? F's in the chat.
Yeah, F's in the chat. Here,
So a moment of silence.
F.
It's okay. I did not have a successful project on that. So
That's funny.
what can you do? No, man. So it was 2010 then that I attempted NaNoWriMo and I failed miserably. But I did like what I started with.
Fun fact, I was going through all my projects and I've only actually met the goal for one of them. It was Galaxia Morbidus. The series! It started off as like a standalone book. And then I was like, you know what?
Well, and yeah, and you went pretty like you had pretty hyperfixation on writing that for a while. And you got,
I was
but I think what ended up
obsessed.
happening was, but it wasn't, from what I remember, it wasn't like a concise story. It was just a bunch of pieces of the story that you had trouble piecing together, which is what made
It
you go,
was,
maybe I do it in novella form.
yeah. No, there was so much because it's like there's like this group and that was based off of the NaNoWriMo book that did really well. And then there's like, oh, but I also like these two characters. And they were technically in their own universe. And then I brought them into this one.
Okay. You know what we're going to do?
It's fun. Hello? What are we doing?
It's only 2 minutes long.
What are we watching something?
Let's watch my NaNoWriMo video that's privated.
Ooh, there's nothing on there that you don't want out.
I have no idea.
This may be a mistake.
I'm
sure I've got like
screen.
NaNoWriMo videos. I did the Nano Vlogmo there for a bit. That was fun.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see if this actually decides to play.
We're doing it live.
Maybe.
We're attempting to do it live.
Hang on. I'm going to try and get this to work properly first. I might refresh this page.
Refresh.
Thinking that. Okay. I got it.
Oh my gosh.
Are we ready?
I am so ready.
Still in pajamas today. Why am I still in pajamas, you might ask? Well, that's quite simple. I'm one of those crazy people who is participating in NaNoWriMo. I think I'm crazy. Apparently, 2010 has become that year in which I've decided to drive myself totally mad. Let's see, I've been vlogging every single day since January 1st, and now I will be writing a 50,000 word novel in less than a month since I only started today. I actually planned on starting months ago and signed up for NaNoWriMo months ago, but because I traveled all day on the 1st and started writing yesterday finally after one day on the 2nd being totally zombified. I sort of scrapped my project last night and decided to start brand new today. So in order for me to actually get caught up, I need to write like 7,000 words today, and I'm just above 1,000. But luckily, it's only almost 2, so I think I'm okay. So yeah, vlogging every single day and writing an entire novel in 1 month. 2010, I loathe you. Loathe. This is my loathing hand. Loathe. Are you participating in NaNoWriMo? If you are, comment below. I already know Kay and Dylan are, and they're my writing buddies. And so is the Dakala. I know you are as well. And I believe we're already writing buddies. But if you guys are participating in NaNoWriMo, let me know. And I will also have my link down there so you guys can add me as a writing buddy. And right now it says nothing because I plan on updating that soon to like just a little over 1,000 words. I'm crazy.
I got name dropped.
You got name dropped.
I got name dropped. I was not expecting that.
Oh my God.
That cringe.
So I think the reason I probably privated that one was because it was just cringy. Like that's
cringy.
not how I make my videos anymore, even
So
in the
cringy.
slightest.
Oh, it's funny.
Like that was back when I actually scripted my videos, and I had a script just off to the side. And so every time you saw me jump from one place to another, I just memorized a part of the script and then would go up to that place. Some of it was unscripted. Like some of it was definitely like me just being a weirdo. But like, yeah, my loathing hand.
This is my loathing.
This is my loathing hand.
I unlisted and privatized my NaNoWriMo vlogs from 2010.
Play one. If I have to share my cringe, you have to share your cringe. I didn't have to share.
Let me see if I can get it to load. Let me see if I can get it to load.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Are you ready for it? 13 years ago. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Can I present?
You should be able to.
I have to remember how to do it. I have to find the thing. There you are. Okay.
And I'll add it to the, I think I have to add it to the stage, but I don't think you have the stage, right? Or you don't have
I'm just letting it load. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay. Add to stage.
Oh, looky.
Oh my god, you are a baby.
Look at me.
You are a baby.
Little baby. Oh, I remember those glasses. All right. Are you ready for absolute cringe?
Yes.
What's the setting on? 720p. All right.
I don't think you had a. Oh, did you share your sound?
Can you not hear it?
Ah. Try again.
Let me see if it'll.
Oh
do the
my
thing.
god.
It should work. Why it no work? We'll stop that. We'll try it again.
I am so excited. I cannot believe we found old NaNoWriMo videos. Oh.
Allow.
Okay. Add to stage. There we go.
It's also rather quiet, so I don't know. Maybe my audio needs to be adjusted. Let me try to do that and see if that changes anything.
I still don't hear it.
Oh, why it no work? Is it because I'm wearing my headphones? I'm gonna fight something. Hold on, let me.
Oh, you know what? I wonder.
Do you have to? I look so like.
You're a baby.
I look so uncomfortable. Why?
You're a baby.
Oh my god. Okay, I think
we were
it's
in our mid-20s, Kay. We were in our mid-20s.
Look at the baby. And now look at the big baby. Wow. Here, I think I can just send it to you.
Can you?
Yeah, because this one's just unlisted.
Oh, it's just unlisted. That'll work.
Yeah, I don't know why I just unlisted this one and I privatized the other ones. I don't know.
Okay, let me load it up.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So let me now I'll bring this up and I will present again. Share screen.
Presenting my cringe.
NaNoWriMo. There we go. And here.
So I haven't done one of these
hear
in
it?
a while.
Yeah, it's a little off though.
Okay. But as long as you can hear it.
Yeah.
So I haven't done one of these in a while.
Okay, that works. Yeah.
Just randomly decided to say, "Hey guys, no question Monday." I'll probably do one next week. It's
Oh
just,
my
this
god.
whole
The silly bits.
week has just been blah. So yeah,
This is very much Kay has a headache, Kay.
Yes.
Like I think you had a headache here clearly.
I probably did. I would not be surprised.
Anyway, a lot of people are talking about NaNoWriMo, and yeah, I'm actually doing it as well. I'm up to 1,648 words, I think it is, on chapter 2. I haven't decided if I want to do.
Also, why is your voice so high?
I don't know.
Like,
I know. Okay, so
you're definitely using like a head voice here, and you don't use a head voice naturally.
no, I don't.
You use a chest voice naturally. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I don't. I think so. Okay, if I remember correctly, when I did a lot of my YouTube videos, it was when everybody else in the house was asleep, So I was probably like trying not to be super loud, and that's why you get that weird voice.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair.
The rest of chapter 2 now or later. I was having fun trying to figure out the story plot. I thought I had it, but then I just... You know how sometimes something is so good it like sings? This was not singing, it was squeaking, squawking, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So I just abandoned that and took some time, thought a little, and then the idea just hit me, like most brilliant ideas do. So that was awesome.
So brilliant, okay?
Right.
I think. Reason why I haven't been doing vlogs lately is because, let's see, Tuesday, it was like Tuesday evening or something, my brother had a seizure, so
Ooh.
I've been all blah lately.
Oh my
because of that.
god. Pause it.
So
Pause
he's
it.
Just sharing stuff about your brother. Oops.
That was his first seizure.
Oh, was it?
That was his first seizure. Yeah. I didn't realize it was so close to his birthday. What?
Oh. Hmm.
Okay, you can keep playing.
so good. He's taking meds, they're doing tests and stuff to figure out what happened and all that stuff. Fun times. So yeah, today, might as well call it today since it's almost 1. 2nd of November is his birthday, so go to his channel, leave him a comment wishing him happy birthday. Yeah. And yeah, that's why I'm not doing a 7 Otaku.
Again, go to that. Well, you can't go to that video, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if Kay gives me the link, go to his channel. Wish him happy birthday on November 2nd.
I will hear. You can hear. There you go.
Remember, his birthday is November 2nd. So go wish him happy birthday on November 2nd. Go.
These videos because I'm gonna be doing party stuff and whatnot. So yeah, that'll be fun. I
The
love
awkwardness.
I'm gonna show you. Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
the background on my computer is awesome. This is what is inspiring right now.
The
I
Zune
do
media
have a
player.
picture.
The Zune media player.
Yes, you had a Zune. Was this the laptop that we both had? Like we both had the exact same laptop. Was this the one we both had?
Yes.
Like planning stuff, like the Greg Martin stuff. It just didn't work out. So yeah, and that's what I've been listening to. The new pollutants rescore for Metropolis.
Not the bring it as close as you can to the screen. Okay.
Okay, but the yellow
better at the whole videos thing.
right? Like this is embarrassing.
Totally awesome. That is what I ended up listening to instead of my trailer music. You know, like the music that they play in the background of like the movie trailers and stuff. I love that music, but it wasn't inspiring at all. I don't know why. But this is, so that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, I went to Hepbur's Books on Saturday.
I'm also
Of
very glad
course I
you
did.
learned. I'm also very glad you learned how to edit. Because there's so much of this where I'm like, why aren't you cutting? Why aren't you cutting this out? Why aren't you cutting this out? Please cut this out. Oh my God.
like
This is
last
unedited me.
spending just for fun. I bought a whole bunch of books, and I actually bought a manga and like 3 of those.
What? You bought manga back then?
Shocker.
You didn't have over 1,000 at one point.
It's more shocking that I bought an actual book than I bought a manga at that point.
This was, I mean, I am astounded at how little your collection is behind you here.
That's because it's all to my left. Because like the way that I had to arrange my room because of all the stuff I had, it's like a little manga book nook.
Yeah.
I excelled in stashing manga.
Biz graphic novel things that I kind of count as manga, but kind of don't. I'm not sure exactly. So, you know what? No, I'll say that for a haul. I might do tomorrow, I guess. I don't feel like doing that right now. Yeah.
I don't feel like it.
I don't feel like it.
So I will see you guys later. I might do what the Metalhead Bookworm and the Imprint 25 is doing. They're doing daily.
Oh my god. Metalhead Bookworm. That was Melissa.
Was that?
That was Melissa. That was her first
was like-
username.
I was like, who in the world is Metalhead Bookworm? It's like,
I remember that being Melissa's username back in the day.
oh
And
my
then
gosh.
eventually she stopped using that.
Mm-hmm. That is wild.
Blogs for their NaNoWriMo, so I might.
Wait, and then
Imprint 25 is doing.
And you used
doing-
Dylan's
I
old
might-
username too.
Do what the Metalhead Bookworm and the Imprint 25 is doing. They're doing daily vlogs for their NaNoWriMo, so I might do that. I'm not sure. So we will.
For the record, I will be doing short form updates every single day during NaNoWriMo, but I will not do long form. But I will do a big long form video of like I did last year. Like
I have
doing
no
day
idea.
one, doing about halfway through, and then doing the end.
I don't know if I'll do anything or not.
Until then, I will see you guys next time. Later. And if you want to leave me random questions below, I might use them in next Monday's video, I guess. I might. I don't know. If you want to. See you guys later.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I used to do that. I'd be like, woo!
A
And
lot,
then
of
I'd stop.
people, a lot of people on YouTube did that back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Like, bye guys.
That was-
Wah!
Yeah, because it was like fade to instead of just going black, like it was a lot more of a transitional, like going to black kind of thing.
Yep.
I use it for transitional stuff, but that's it. Oh, I think by doing that, I just made my camera darker. All right, I think. Or am I crazy?
Black. Ah.
Anyway, wow, that's wild. That's
Mhm.
wild. I'm surprised that I didn't do more, but maybe because I gave up so quickly on that year of NaNoWriMo because it just did not work. Which is because I had just I was about to be employed at that point because I was unemployed up until I think November 10th is when I started at PetSmart.
Oh, okay.
And that was when I gave up on NaNoWriMo because I was like, I can't daily vlog, write, and work.
That's so much. Yeah, I know.
That's
I was trying to figure out what the book was so I went on my Nano account. It's not even on there. So I'm like, what book did I do?
Did you do a new account at one point?
No. So what it is I just didn't put it on there, I guess, or it got lost. I may have accidentally done something, but that was the one book I made a book trailer for. Do you want the book trailer?
Let's save that for our Nano stream because I'm thinking this is what we should do for our Nano stream is watch our old NaNoWriMo videos.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I think that'd be fun, and maybe trying
That'd
to
be
find
fun.
like Dylan's old ones and find Melissa's old ones if they exist. Because I think Melissa deleted most of her old videos,
I think so, yeah.
but like try and find our friends' old NaNoWriMo videos. I think that's what we should do for our Nano stream this year.
That's great. Yes.
So let's save it for our Nano stream in November.
That's great.
So look forward to our Nano stream because that's what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be us playing our old videos.
We'll need a break from all the writing.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's funny. Okay, so should we
funny.
set goals for next month?
I mean, if we're gonna be good little eggs, yeah.
I mean, I guess for the most part, mine is gonna be the same.
Mine is too, yeah.
Write every day, finish the first draft of this damn freaking book.
Mine will be finish chapter 2, which may take another week. So once this heals up, I'll be back to writing.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, hopefully I'm actually gonna finish that well before. So maybe we can add on to once that draft is done to start world building for the new sci-fi series. So I think we can add that to mine for sure. So
go for it.
Begin world building. Well, if I learned how to type. Why do I randomly capitalize things? Why is it still here? I don't know.
I could type one-handed, but trying to write a novel one-handed is not going to go well.
Okay. And I'm going to take out the word if possible because I am finishing it by our next stream.
Yay!
Because I think I'll finish it within the next like couple weeks. And I have the week of my birthday off. So like I'll be able to write a good portion of that. You know,
That
I'll be able
reminds
to
me.
write during that.
I'm going to hold myself to it. I'm sending you something for your birthday.
Aw, you don't have to do that.
I got it for free, so don't, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, then give it to me.
I don't know if you want it, but I want to give it to you. So
Oh, okay. That's ominous, but all right. And I still need to go back to my right here. Back to my YouTube studio and content live. Edit our live right now and put in say happy birthday to Kay's brother on 11/2/2024.
he's gonna be so confused. He's like, "Where? What's going on?"
I should
No
probably
clue.
put my description in too, but I can do that later. I can do that after we're done with the actual stream itself.
That's funny.
Anyway, so I'm gonna go and hang out with my dog. We're gonna go to the dog park, I think.
Oh, fun!
The dog park I go to has a nice hiking trail through it, and so my mom and I are gonna take a couple of laps
Ooh, sounds fun.
to get some vitamin D in.
I will not be going outside today. I was outside earlier.
You don't want vitamin D?
No.
I do. I need to put some sunscreen on though because it's sunny out. It's not too hot though, which is why we're going today instead of tomorrow because tomorrow is a heat advisory. We're supposed to go over 100 tomorrow.
I think
In this humidity?
Humidity and heat? No, thank you. Oh, we're actually not in the hundreds today.
Congratulations.
We're less than. Oh, it's supposed to storm next week. Ooh.
Anyway, so thank you all for joining us on our live stream, which turned into us talking about NaNoWriMo quite a bit and figuring out what we want to do for our Nano stream.
You know, it's good to plan ahead. Oh, I just smacked my hand.
Ahead. We should write that down so we don't forget. Did you write it somewhere in our thing?
No. Here, let me.
Here, I'll do it. I got it right here. Okay. We'll do it next stream, but in November.
Struggling to type over here.
Old nano videos.
I don't think my Nana has videos up.
Well, it doesn't have to be your Nana.
There's a grandma gone gaming. We'll react to her videos. She's really sweet.
I wish I could go back in time and start a YouTube channel with my grandma because her on that YouTube channel telling ridiculous stories and mistaking like English words that shit would have gone viral.
It would have been, and we all would have been sad with you.
Yeah. But yeah, because she would mistake. Because if those of you who do not know my grandmother, before we go, the people who do not know my grandmother, her first language was not English. Her first language was Norwegian. So yeah, snakker norsk. But anyway, her first language was Norwegian, and she would mess up English words. And my favorite story, and it works for what I write. My favorite story was we went into a grocery store that she was not super familiar with. So we went to the grocery store and she loved tabloids, and not like celebrity tabloids. She liked like My Uncle is a Bat. Like the Examiner kind of tabloids, like the ones they made fun of in Men in Black. She liked those kinds of tabloids. So Now we knew what she meant when she would say this, but when she would say it in public, it got bad. So she was like, I don't know where they are. I don't know where my magazines are. So she brought me up to the counter. I was like 14, 15 at this point, and the guy behind the counter had to have been my age, 16, 17 at most. And she goes, where do you keep your smut magazines? And my soul left my body. I thought she was just going to ask where the magazines were. No, she asked where the smut magazines were. And my soul left my body because I'm like, do I tell her I know what a smut magazine is? What do I do here? How do I tell her that what she's asking for is not what she's asking for? And he goes, we keep him behind the counter. He goes, well, why do you do that? Nobody will see him. So he pulls one out and she goes crazy. She goes, I'm talking about the Examiner. My grandma, that means that word is tabloid. Tabloid. That's right. That's the word. Tabloid.
Oh no.
I love my grandma. And can you imagine vlogging with that woman?
It would have been amazing. It would have
Oh my
been
God.
amazing. Top tier. Top tier.
She would mess up. Somebody I knew was on fertility medication at one point. She goes, I don't like those infidelity pills. Grandma, fertility. Infidelity is a different word. Oh my God, that woman was a hoot. English is not an easy language.
No, it's kind of stupid.
It's not an easy language, but it makes me laugh. And I genuinely do not usually laugh at people who mess up English in real life, but my grandmother was actually just accidentally funny about it. And so we still to this day, if anybody in this family messes up a word in English, because English is all of our first language, but we all still will mess up words because, you just mess up words. And it'll be funny because I'll say something wrong and I'll go, oh, and my dad will look at me and go, sure thing, Arna. Because that was my grandma's name was Arna. Sure thing, Arna. All of us. We all do it to each other. My sister, my brother-in-law, all of us. Anybody who knew my grandma will do it.
That's
anyway,
great.
Yeah. I miss that woman so much. She was my favorite person. Anyway. And on that note, friends, I'm going to go for a walk with my dog and my mom. My dog gets to go and be unleashed and have fun.
I still do the wave by thing. 13 years later, I still do the wave by thing. I do it in my gaming videos too. I'll turn the camera thing around so you can see the character, and I'll just like, because you can't really like wave in most games, so you just like punch stuff so it looks like you're waving. I'll be like, bye. Old habits die hard.
They do. I'm just glad I don't do the random cuts to extreme close-ups of my face anymore. I mean, I do in post sometimes zoom in on my face, but
For
just
giggles for me.
No, I do the fish eyes for giggles for you.
Yes.
Because I know you think that's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I do zoom in on my face every once in a while, but for comic effect, not just because I feel like I need to be really close to the camera. Like back then it was just like, you know what this shot needs? Me being like this.
But you gotta be that close. You gotta, hello. Oh, it won't do this thing.
Now if I zoom in on my face, it's like to emphasize I am having a reaction to something. Like a reaction to my own thoughts of like, oh, yeah, exactly, like something like that, where it's emphasizing like the reaction. Or you could play "Hello Darkness, my old friend." Sometimes I do. Sometimes that is playing in my head when I'm like realizing, oh god,
Just like I need
this
like
is
the
weird.
rain effect. Just
Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
it won't zoom in any further.
Sad day. All right.
Big sad.
Thank you all for joining our stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know nobody came to chat with us today, but that's okay. That happens every once in a while.
Jerks.
Jerks, come on. Where are our
Jerks.
loyal streaming viewers? Where are you? Let us know in the comments so that this video gets some engagement. Okay.
Engage this. I got rid of my Zoom thing, so we were just gonna do it, okay?
So, with that being said, this is my loathing hand. And I loathe all of you with my loathing hand.
Yeah, guys. Okay, I guess I'll see you later. Bye.
Do you feel like doing something right now? Like anything? You just don't feel like it?
I just don't feel like doing it right now. I'll just do it later.
How's your Zune?
I don't know. I think it still works. It's in a drawer somewhere. The lock button doesn't work anymore. And that's why I stopped using it, because I would put it in my pocket. But then, because it has like that touch thing. So you put it in your pocket and then it just goes.
Oh, yeah.
It skips to the next song. So I'm like,
that's annoying.
I can't use it anymore.
Fun times. Okay.
I love that thing so much.
And on that note, both 2024 Brit and K and 2010 Brit and K would like to bid you all a final farewell and join us on our next stream, probably September 21st of 2024.
Bye, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.